Hello student, now in today's lecture we are dealing with the projectile motion. Now it is also an example of a two-dimensional motion, and you will see that the motion is going in the x direction and in the y direction. So today's lecture is projectile motion. I am not getting into detail, but what I will want to tell you is the two equation, that is velocity vector in at any time t and displacement vector at any time t, and from these two equations you can easily solve the problem of projectile motion. You don't need to have mug up the formula of these three variables, that is maximum height, range and height of the projectile. So you don't need to mug up all these three relations, but if you remember these two equations, you will easily solve the problems of projectile motion. But one thing you have to keep in mind, that you have to know or you have to understand this diagram, which is very important. So I am taking two coordinate axes, that is x and y, because motion is in two dimension. Okay, if I say that a ball of mass m is kept at the origin and it has given a initial velocity v at an angle alpha with the horizontal, then it will trace a trajectory of a projectile and the ball will hit at the ground at point A. So this OA will be called a range of the projectile, and this point B to N, if I join it with one line, then it will be called a maximum height of the projectile, and it is represented by R. Range is represented by capital R, and maximum height Bn, where the ball reach at the maximum height, it will be denoted by capital H, and it is known as maximum height. And the time it will take to complete the whole journey is the time of flight, and it is denoted by capital T. So these three are three variables which we have to calculate, but I am not going into the derivation of these three variables, but I am showing you it in vector form indirectly. So you have to note few points in this diagram, is that at any time t, in the throughout the motion, at any time t, the horizontal velocity is always constant, but vertical velocity is continuously changing. As I have told you earlier that this is a two-dimensional motion, so velocity will be in the x direction and also in y direction. Horizontal velocity is constant throughout because there is no acceleration, but vertical velocity has acceleration and it is always acting downward, and is acceleration due to gravity, always acting downward, and it will always be shown in negative sign. So in vertical direction the velocity is continuously changing because acceleration due to gravity is acting throughout the ball. Now at highest point, in this point there will only be a horizontal velocity, and that is Voxi cap. Okay, I have told you earlier that horizontal velocity is always constant. At this point also the horizontal velocity is Voxi cap. At any point, if you take any point, the horizontal velocity is constant and it will be same throughout, but vertical velocity is changing and there is acceleration is acting on the ball, which is vertically downward. Now these are the few points which you have to keep in your mind. I am directly writing down the two formulas, and you can say it is a master equation. It is in vector form, and if you use directly these two equations, you can easily solve the problems of projectile motion. I am just directly writing down the formula. So velocity at any time t, it will be velocity vector. But here also you have to note one thing, that we are dealing with the initial velocity. So it will be Vox I cap plus Vy j cap. What is Vy? Vy at any time t, yani velocity of a ball in a vertical direction at any time t, at any point. If I say that the velocity at this point or velocity at that point, so it is that. So this velocity can be written down as V vector is equals to Vox I cap plus, and this will be Voy minus gt. I think you are familiar with this equation, so I am not getting into the details of the kinematics which we have studied in the physics section, but I am just directly writing down. I am just hoping that you know everything. This is the formula for velocity at any time t, and from this you can calculate everything. Now the second equation is displacement at any time t. For displacement at any time t, I am denoting displacement as s vector. It will be this is the for displacement in x, it will be a range. It will be nothing but a range. So I will write it down as Vox. This will be a horizontal velocity multiplied by time t. Okay. So this will be a distance, or we can say displacement. Why I have said distance here? Because it is a straight line motion. So in a straight line motion, when there is no direction change, so we can say that the displacement is equals to displacement. So don't confuse in that. You can also say this is a displacement of in the horizontal direction. So it will be Vox horizontal velocity multiplied by time t. Okay. Now it will be in the direction unit vector I cap plus what will be the displacement in the y direction. So I will write it down as Voy t minus 1 by 2 g t square j cap. So this is the second formula for the displacement vector at any time t. So these two equations are helpful in solving the problems of the projectile motion. Also you note one thing, that Vox you can write as V cos alpha, and Voy you can write it down as V sin alpha. So these two are the equations, and from these two equations you can easily evaluate all the three variables that I have told you earlier, that is time of flight, maximum height and range. So I hope that you understand what I want to convey to you. So stay tuned with Physics Giant. Thank you.